It's that guy. Look, man, we're coming up at a new angle. We're coming at a new angle. This is called 2020. This is called 2020. Don't fat shame Hazard. Don't fat shame Hazard. Yes, Jared Maguire went for 80 mil. Yes, 75 mil was quoted for Nathan Ake. Yes, we could live in a world where Nathan Ake is 75 mil and Jared Maguire is 80 mil. Yes, that's what's happening. Okay. Yes, Mbappe is still that dude. Yes, Salah is overrated. Yes, I still stick by what I say. But this is the football dugout, and we've got a great show on our hands. I have the running order right here because my memory ain't that great. So we're going to talk about Community Shield, German Super Cup, Jeremy Maguire. Then the main discussion, the main meal, we're going to have a season preview and expectations of the top six. But you know, guys, I cannot do this by myself, even if I believe that I could. We're going to be doing this with our dear friend here.
This dude is flipping United jersey. Speak!
It's your boy Nix back again on the football dugout. Always here, always ready.
All right. And wait. Why are you here with your United jersey?
Always repping United, innit? When times are hard, that's when you need the true people to really pull out the stops, innit? And I'm as real as they come. Innit? So
That's
it's easy to sing when you're winning, innit? When times are rough, that's when people like me come out the woodwork, innit? So here we are.
Whatever. Let's start off first with I want to start first right now with the Community Shield. So this is what Liverpool fans were attacking me for, and they were attacking me for deeply about this, and this is pretty much what it was about. So my thoughts here was the Man City played better than Liverpool, but then Liverpool then improved in the second half. But overall, Man City, yeah, guys. Thank you. I know I was sharing the echo. Look, guys. Look, man. I'm not a tech guy. Your boy is the tech guy here, man. Look, man. Tech me out, baby. All right. So look, guys.
All the tech will be sorted.
Yeah, all the tech will be sorted, man. Bloody Javan, man. Yeah. Look, chill, man. Look, man. I'm trying to live. So basically, so Liverpool fans got at me because they said that. Like I have about like 30 dislikes on my video, but my thing was this, and now tell me whether I'm right or wrong. My view was, City, I felt Pep tactically got Klopp. He tactically pimped him out. And he just was the guy that really completely, totally exposed your boy. But Liverpool got better. But then why don't Liverpool guys get at me that? I just felt City were the better team overall.
First and foremost, I just gotta say, the Community Shield is a glorified friendly. That is a fact. When Liverpool can make 5 subs in one game, it's no longer competitive. Competitive games have 3 subs within 90 minutes and maximum 4 after 120 minutes. They don't even go to extra time. That's how much of a... Listen, we played a pre-season friendly, Man United against AC Milan a couple of days before, and it was 2-2 after 90 minutes and went straight to penalties. That's a friendly. The Community Shield is a glorified friendly. So first and foremost, all the Man City fans talking about another domestic trophy... Relax. Because if we want to start counting Community Shields, the Man United are way gone clear of everyone when it comes to trophies. Because we've got about 20 of them. That's the first thing. So let's analyse. We're talking about a friendly here. Now, Man City generally dominate most games. Pretty much every game they play. Even the ones against Liverpool. Now, last year, obviously, they got the better Liverpool on multiple occasions. But previous to that, even though Man City's dominated possession, and as they, as good as they are, they create chances. For me, Liverpool created many, many good chances. Salah, did he hit the woodwork twice? Then he had the chance cleared off the line. So I think Jurgen Klopp, especially when he goes to play Man City, he doesn't really care about possession. It's when we get the ball, we break quickly. And they did that time and time again, all without Sadio Mane. And obviously we know Firmino just came back from international duty. But it's a friendly.
I know Sadio Mane is their best player.
I said that when Coutinho was there and people laughed at me. And now we're seeing that it's the fact. He is better than both Salah and Coutinho as far as I'm concerned. But for me, it's a friendly to warm up for the Premier League season. So I don't take too much into it.
Okay.
Now, look. Basically, this is another. I mean, before we obviously get beyond this competition, I want to know. Let's not be low because I want to talk specifically about these two, City and Liverpool. Now, my thing is that Man City have to get George to the Champions League. I'm tired of this crap of where people are trying to compare Pep to Uncle Mo. Still the GOAT. Last I checked, Uncle Mo gave you 2 Champions Leagues with 2 different teams, and none of which had Messi in them. So my thing is, I want to now. This is what I want to know now. Is that what if Man City don't? So the two questions for you. If Man City don't win the Champions League next season, will that still be constituted as a failure? And the second question is for Liverpool. From what you've seen so far, pre-season, this team not buying any top player, not buying a number 10, do you think that they can actually win the Premier League in their current state?
Well, I think we're gonna go into the main topic in terms of the predictions for the season. But what I would say in terms of Man City is that as a club and a fan base, and I speak to a lot of Man City fans. Of course, we've got one who's regularly on our channel, Yannicka. I think a lot of you lot might have saw her on TV actually yesterday during the penalty shootout.
Wait, not plugging of any of the channel.
I didn't plug on the channel. I just said a person, innit? I just said a person. But they always say to me that they don't really care about the Champions League. They just want.
That's a lie.
No, remember, I believe it's like until you win it, you don't really know. And then when you win it, you realize, this is how important it is. This is how it feels to win the Champions League. So they're a bit naive in their judgment. But for me, if Man City don't win the Champions League, that's for me more an indictment on Pep than Man City as a club. Because Man City as a club are really they're coming from nowhere. They're a small club, and if they win, 3 Premier Leagues in a row, that's success for Man City as a club.
Did you call City a small club?
They are. I can probably count the number of fans on one hand. I might use a 1 foot as well, but I ain't gonna do that. But Man City as a club, 3 Premier Leagues, brilliant success. For Pep Guardiola, he needs a Champions League with Man City. That's the bottom line. I'll get on to Liverpool when we go into the main topic. I'll get on to Liverpool.
Look, man. German Super Cup. Now, Bayern are done. It's and I think my fear for Bayern Munich is real, man, because this team is old. They're done for now. I'm going to speak in facts here. Kingsley Coman is trash. Lewandowski is done for. He's not been relevant since 2013. He's done 0 in the Champions League. That team I saw there are not sniffing a CL semi, let alone a CL final. That's a fact. Are we overhyping Jadon Sancho? Because look, I feel that's it.
We? You mean you? You're the one overhyping Jadon Sancho.
Can I land? Look, Sancho, for me, I don't want to just say too much. Talented player, 100,000%. So this is why I want to know your view, because I don't want to just say that Sancho is going to be the next big thing, because I still believe that the Prodigy and the Us are the two best young players in the world, and then you then bring in Sané there. Those are the 3 best young players in the world.
Sorry, who in the Us?
The Prodigy.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have missed him out. Sorry.
Look, chill. Hey, look, we'll get to your boy, that clown called Neymar. Don't worry, we'll get to that clown very soon. Bloody loser. Wait, chill, man. Let me quarterback this still, okay? Look, we'll get to that loser later on in this damn show. The guy that you bloody love, who can't even give me a Champions League without Messi. And so basically, look, so my thing, so two things here. What do Bayern Munich need to pretty much get back to European relevancy post Ribery and Robin? And also, from what you've seen of Dortmund, but specifically Sancho, how well can they do in Europe? But specifically Sancho, I want you to talk and give your main thoughts on how good you think Sancho can be.
Let the record show that only person overhyping Sancho
Is you. And I've got the tweets to prove it. I'm going to read them out.
Whoa, what the hell? You have receipts?
I've got receipts.
Oh my
They're all here, guys.
This
They're
is
right
sad.
here. Listen.
This is sad.
All you have to do is type in have hope, Sancho, and all the tweets are going to come up. He says, this kid is money. Again, get that brick Kane off the headlines. Remember the mofo name. Jadon Olusegun.
Olusegun.
Babangida.
Babangida.
Sancho. Then he goes on to say, Sancho is that dude. Get that bum-ass brick Kane out of my sight. This is England's golden kid. Dude has skills for years.
I stand by.
Loving this guy, man. Mini Marcelo. If that's not overhyping, I don't know what it is. We can talk about talent all we want. Listen, I grew up with people in school who had talent, and none of them amounted to anything. The reality is, Kane has done it. Kane has proven the quality he has.
What did he do in the Champions final?
What did he do in the Champions
What did he do in the Champions?
I don't care what he did in the Champions.
Diego scored in the final.
He top goal scorer in the World Cup.
Oh, penalties and
Top goal scorer in the World Cup.
Panama.
Were they in the World Cup or not?
Panama.
Were they in the World Cup?
Panama.
Were they in the World Cup? Listen,
Look, finish you're done.
Harry Kane has proved his talent and turned that into ability. Raheem Sterling has turned his talent into ability, output. Sancho is talent. Yes, he's done it for Borussia Dortmund at a certain level. But then what happened to Dortmund at the end of the season? They fell off because he's not there yet. A lot of those young players, they're not there yet. So we can hype these players up all we want. We talk about the us. The us is just talent.
Respect to
No,
us.
but he's just talent.
Respect
Because if the us had scored
Respect
when he
to
stood
us.
up at the new camp, Liverpool would not have got six Champions Leagues.
How sad
Talent
is
is
it?
talent is one thing.
You're really
I need to
using
see it on the
that-
pitch.
that bomber's
Dembele
excuse.
went for 120 plus million, but he ain't done nothing to prove that. And Mbappe, on the other hand, cost the money he did, and he's paid that back with interest. He's shown us already that he's worth that kind of money, what he did in the World Cup. So we can talk about talent, or we can talk about reality. Talent is assumption, and I don't do with assumption. So Sancho, I think he's very talented. He can go past, certain people. He can do more than the likes of Kane, the likes of Sterling. But until he does it, what are we really talking about?
Yeah, and also Bayern, give you thoughts.
Oh, Bayern. Oh, they're done, man. They're finished. I mean, but the Bayern that I knew, like, they wouldn't have an issue getting someone like Leroy Sané. But for some reason, this thing's just dragging on.
They have no cash. Look,
Well, exactly.
that's what
The Bayern that I knew.
paid 90 mil. That's for me. I say, just pay the 90.
But the Bayern that I knew.
Actually asking for 130.
When it came to German players always wanted to play for Bayern Munich. And if we were supposed to get Man United from Schalke.
What?
From Schalke.
Oh.
2011.
2099 happening.
2011, we were supposed to get Manuel Neuer. And it was pretty much like done and dusted. Bayern Munich came in for him and he went to Bayern Munich. Because German players go to Bayern. The reason they can't get Sané is because they're just not where they used to be. It's sad, but it's football, isn't it? Cycles.
Alright, so, look, man.
Let me be fully real here, and just to close things off. Next time, don't bring receipts without telling me. Next time, tell me the receipts you've done, so that they're not included on the show. You don't do that on this damn show, okay? I tell you receipts, and also I defend what I said. Actually, I wasn't actually overhyping in those tweets. I was just stating a fact because he played well.
Kane wasn't even playing, and yet you felt the need to mention his name.
Can we please move on with this show? Thank you. What the hell? Look at this guy say. So yeah, I know. I've got it here. Notes. Thank you very much. Notes. So Maguire, Jeremy Maguire, United have their man. Now we live in a world where a dude called Maguire with a forehead bigger than the Grand Canyon is now the most expensive defender in the world. It is what it is. But, and this is why I said, and I will reiterate myself, and obviously we have a United fan here, which is strange because, why you support United in 2019? But I have no idea. But maybe you can explain that to me. Chill, man, relax. Let me land. So, look, this improves Man United. It improves them. Will Maguire equal top 4? Maybe. Will he equal a Premier League title? Nope, that's never happening. Will he equal a Europa League victory? No, it wouldn't happen. But what this shows is that Maguire and Lindelof, I think, can form a formidable partnership. What this shows is that those two bona fide Class B bricks in Smalling and Jones will probably never sniff another pitch again. Eric Bailly, who I feel... See, Eric Bailly, I've said that if Eric Bailly was fully fit, he would be the best defender in the Premier League. I know, Liverpool merchants, relax. I'll say it again if you didn't hear me clearly. If Eric Bailly was fully fit, didn't have these niggling injuries, I believe he is the best defender all round in the Premier League. Just that for some... I think that Bailly, he's doomed, and of course, Nick, you can maybe speak upon this. Bailly, I feel, has an injury issue that will plague his career, and he will never be able to be the best that he could potentially be. So, I'm going to send this over to your boy Nixie, and please, this time, first of all, don't bring in receipts. And also, please tell the truth, nothing but the truth. I couldn't give a damn whether you're a United fan. Tell the whole truth. So if I hear any crap from you about you even sniffing the PL title, if I hear any crap about Maguire doing a Sergio Ramos 2014 Champions League win, I will jump up from this chair and slap you with this chair. I have like Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, speak on this whole thing with your boy Jerry Maguire, man.
Listen, for me, Maguire
in real terms, but football doesn't live in the real world anymore. Football, we live in a world, as you said in your intro, Maguire goes for 80 million and Bournemouth have the audacity to value Nathan Ake at 75 million.
Wait, why not?
Well, no, exactly, because football's not in the real world. So I don't blame Bournemouth. But let's be real.
Bournemouth know that you have 80 mil.
I know.
We know you have 80 mil.
And that's why.
Yes, 75 mil. And we live in a world where Nathan Ake is worth 75 mil.
Well, the thing is, we don't live in this world. Football lives in that world. We're just on the outside looking in. Because I don't have that. The way 75 mil is just splashed about in football. I wish I had 75 mil just splashed about. That's their world. I'm just peeking over the hedge to see what's going on. But I don't blame Bournemouth.
Peeking over the hedge.
And first and secondly, I think it's shame on Leicester. Shame on you for charging us 80 million for Maguire, and now when you go try to replace him.
Wait. Why not?
I'm just saying shame. No, listen, let me finish what I'm saying, man.
No.
Shame.
You can't just speak without it.
Shame on you for charging us 80 million, because now, if you want to replace him, you're going to have to pay what you might think is over the odds. Well, when you receive over the odds money, you have to pay over the odds funds. Look at Barcelona. They received 200 million for Neymar, and they ended up spending 268 to 70 million on Coutinho and Dembele, because they received 200. Everyone knows they got that money. That's just a reality, isn't it? Now, Maguire, for me, I wouldn't say he's an.
Be real. Don't overset me because you're wearing that.
I'm always real.
Yeah, right.
Maguire is a quality centre back. He's a Premier League quality centre back. We're yet to see him in Europe, so it's up to. He's proven his quality at international level, at the World Cup, and in general international games. So, for me, I know what I'm getting. I know the type of player that we are getting. He knows the type of football, the type of attackers, opposition he's having to deal with. So if you have to pay 80 million for that security of knowing what to expect, rather than you spend, a 50, 60 million on someone like Umtiti, who yes has won a World Cup, but he's never played in the Premier League. But he hasn't. He hasn't.
What kind of rubbish is this? Wait,
no. Because you spoke about Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly is a talented centre back who had shown the talent in La Liga, but he's come over to the Premier League.
That's Umtiti. You're not rating Umtiti because he's not played in.
I didn't say that. No. I didn't say that.
What are you
saying?
saying?
I said I'm willing to pay, or I'm happy enough to pay the 80 million for security. Certainty, security in terms of knowing what you're getting. You know Maguire.
Which is what?
Maguire.
No, you brought Umtiti. Why did you bring Umtiti?
Because that name's been touted to me. Oh, why have you spent 80 million on Maguire when you could have got Umtiti for X amount? I'm like, well, if he's that good, why would Barca sell him first and foremost? And if we then have to spend 60, 70 million on him, how do you know it don't take him a year to adapt to the Premier League? Laporte came to Man City and he wasn't first choice until maybe 8-10 months later. So we need something now. Our defense is so bad. 54 goals conceded, the second most in the top 10 last year. We need to shore that up right now. We have two talented young centre-backs in our team, in Bailly and Lindelof. Both obviously came from abroad, and Lindelof specifically, who took time to adapt to the Premier League. Now he's showing his quality. We can't afford to have the centre-back we bring in, who's the main guy, to have to adapt to the Premier League again, because we need to get back in the Champions League now. So yes, Maguire I think he's quality enough to get us back in the top 4, because what him and obviously the sign of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, what it does, it allows us to attack with a bit more freedom, knowing that at the back is sorted. He ain't gonna have the Van Dijk effect, because one, he's not as good as Van Dijk, and two, the team that Van Dijk went into was already, in terms of attack, one of the best. It's just at the back they couldn't defend. Him and Alisson's gone there, shored it up, and you've seen it come together. So Maguire will shore up our defense, but we still need more going forward. But it will. I think it should be enough to get into the top 4, especially because Chelsea weren't able to buy anyone this summer.
Okay, now before we
close this topic in right now, I just want a very clear answer from you, because you've been speaking around in circles now, and you've been taking all the false decisions. So and because you talk with your fingers and your hands and you're very expressive, look, you can't fool a Nigerian man. So now this where you've bought Maguire, go one Bissaka. I need 2 simple answers from you. First answer is this: is Pogba staying? That's the first thing. Second thing, where do Man United finish this season?
We know that you want Pogba to go
to Real Madrid, because you know that your boy.
Wait. Why
you know your boy Zard needs help.
This is not about.
You know he needs help.
This is not about. Don't bring Zard into this. Don't bring Zard into this. Talk to.
But Pogba's not going anywhere. Real Madrid came with a derisory, disrespectful actually offer. Disrespectful. Of 27 million plus James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez hasn't been relevant since he scored that goal for Colombia.
Don't you need a number 10?
Don't we need Pogba more?
Can you answer the question? Don't you need a number 10?
Not at the expense of Pogba. 27 million. Do you know what that means? They're valuing James Rodriguez at over 100 million. Because Pogba's worth over 100 million. Where are they going? Look, you're making Javan sick with that offer. 27 plus James.
That's a good deal.
Pogba ain't good deal for Real Madrid. Pogba ain't going nowhere. Will we get top 4? Is that our question?
No, as in what's it called? Where will United finish this season?
I would say 4th. It's going to be a tight race between us and Arsenal and Chelsea, I think. But I think we can do 4th. Wan-Bissaka and Maguire are important signings. And you just hope that the attack can get that blend going of, Martial, Lukaku, your boy Dan James.
No. Let's move.
So, now, main topic time now. Preview. Look, the season begins this weekend. Friday, you've got Liverpool, of course, against Norwich. West Ham against your boys, Man City, the midday kickoff. And, of course, the third Champions League favourites, Chelsea, up against Man United on Sunday. In case you don't know, just wait. Can I finish?
I thought you said you telling the truth.
Can I finish? Thank you. Before I was rudely interrupted, so the Champions League favourites open up their Premier League campaign against Man United at Old Trafford. We're expecting a lubrication there against the rookie coach that is only going to Solskjaer. So that's what's going down there. And of course, August 14th gonna take home that Super Cup because Liverpool maybe 2-1, 2-0, something about that. The Young Bucks. So that's how we're like rolling right now in your boy 2020. So look, it's going to be a very interesting season because last season was the most competitive Premier League season before. This season is going to be the same as well, and I believe now. Look, this dude that wears glasses there with an afro from the 1980s is trying to tell me that United shouldn't look behind their shoulder because we need to talk about Wolves. We need to talk about Everton. Because Wolves, I believe, are going to even improve upon what they did last season. And last I checked, a dude just bought a young Italian stud striker in Moise Kean for Everton. So I think Everton and Wolves are going to make that top 4 race and that top 6 very, very interesting indeed. But my thing is that I'm going to just come out and say this right now. City have won the Premier League already. Wasn't I right? No, it's funny. You laugh at me and I said they'd already won. Well, who was right? Thank you. So people laughed at me when I said Zad was going to deliver a European Cup for Chelsea, and he did. People also said City we're going to win the league, and happened. People are not laughing that I said when Chelsea are going to do something this season. Listen, just listen to your boys. So, as we're now talking about this season preview right now, so I'm going to just give this over to Nix. This is my thoughts here. So I don't know your overall thoughts before we really get down to dealing with Wolves and Everton, because I want to focus on Wolves and Everton separately. But with regards to really the main big teams, I say City are going to win the league. Do you think it's wrong to assume that it's going to be Liverpool and Man City again? Because here's my thinking. I don't think Liverpool have second on lock. And I don't think it's going to be yet another tight race between Liverpool and Man City. I believe that second spot, even second, third, and fourth, are going to be much closer than they were last season. I think that Liverpool may do well in the FA Cup. They may do well in a Champions League, but I'm not sure whether they have that second thing on lock, because I think we can't sleep on Chelsea. We can. Hey man, wait. Look. We can't.
Before you said Chelsea,
Can I?
Goes, don't say Chelsea. Just before you said it.
So, we can't sleep on Chelsea, because actually Pulisic is going to be PFR Player of the Year. You've said it here. So we can't sleep on Chelsea. Tottenham can do some things. If United sell Pogba, I think sixth. Sixth max. So I'm gonna send this over to you right now, and please tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. Don't start telling falsehoods and everything.
I like it.
How do you see the top 3, top 4 going in your view?
Honestly, I'm not gonna.
Recently that Liverpool aren't going to do what they did last year. I can't see it. Liverpool got 97 points last year and they didn't win the Premier League. Do you know how hard they had to try to get that 97 points? Man City got 98, and it's only really the back end of the season where the results, the scorelines got a bit closer. You know, the Leicesters. But generally, their scorelines were comfortable. Liverpool were winning games late, last minute goals, you know, Newcastle and the like, Everton.
Why are you disrespecting the Egyptian icon called Salah?
I'm not disrespecting anyone.
Yes, you are.
I'm not disrespecting anyone.
Okay.
But I do think it's going to be very difficult for Liverpool to push that points tally again. Man City, they've done it 2 years in a row, 100 points, 98 points. So it would be foolish of me to think they can't get, say, 95 plus points again. And I do think they're going to win the Premier League, and I don't think it's going to be as close as it was last year. I would expect Liverpool to finish second. I would, but I would expect the rest of the teams to close the gap to Liverpool. Not because Liverpool or our teams are much better, but Liverpool having 11 for 2 years straight now. That 11 has been fit throughout the season. Mane, Salah, Firmino. All 3 of them have played international tournaments this summer. They played one last summer. They're going to go to the Club World Cup in December. Are they going to be able to maintain that level of performance throughout the season?
Who have they bought?
And they brought no one. Granted, they've got Oxlade-Chamberlain coming back. But that's it. People say Lallana, but Lallana's...
Ox is a plus.
No, of course he is. But I'm saying, you can effectively say they bought one player. Dealing with the summer tournaments and then the Club World Cup. And let's see, is Klopp going to rest up in the League Cup and the FA Cup again? Because if he starts trying to win other trophies, then his squad's even going to be stretched even more. Milner is a year older, you know? So I'm not confident Liverpool are going to push City as hard as they did last year, but I will still think they're going to finish second. Spurs. If Spurs finish in the top 4, as pretty much every year, you have to put it down to Pochettino because he hasn't got the resources. He's overachieving with that team. The team is good, but he's literally getting every.
Why are you disrespecting Ndombele? Sports fans think that Ndombele is the truth.
But yeah, he might be.
Oh.
But so was.
Aren't you the Hurricane apologist?
No apology needed. No apology needed. His record speaks for himself. But you look at someone like Fabinho, Naby Keita. They both came to the Premier League with high.
Someone said that Liverpool have signed Adrian. So
sorry, am I taking that seriously? Sorry. I mean, I could go.
So basically, they signed Rockies and.
I could be the second choice keeper at Liverpool if Alisson's going to play every game of the season. Let's be real.
But if Alisson gets in, because the issue is that if Alisson gets injured, you have immediately coming in.
Yeah, if he gets injured. But we know what is the likelihood of a goalkeeper getting injured? It's very slim. But what I was going to say is that I think Tottenham, I said we got Fabinho and Naby Keita. Both of them came to the Premier League with big expectation on them. Or both of them took not long, but a number of months to get into their stride. Fabinho probably around the November times. Naby Keita, you could argue that he's really still not in his stride. Back into the season, he started playing better. We don't know. As good as talented as Ndombele is, how long is it going to take him to get into his stride? So they signed one person. Is their team going to improve?
But they have Harry Kane.
He has to stay fit. He has to stay fit. Because even he gets injured usually at least once a season. So if Spurs get in the top 4, which I do think they would, that has to go down as well done to Pochettino. And it could be his farewell. Because he's already making sounds about, how he's not even a manager. He's just a head coach. So he might be off to Real Madrid when Zard and Zidane flop.
Wait. Why are you insulting? Wait, why do you keep bringing Zidane into this whole thing?
No, it's football. We're talking about football, isn't it? Just general.
Man, just leave the money alone, man.
Just leave the money alone. Okay, so I wanna talk about Wolves and Everton now. I wanna now bring in Wolves now. I stand by the comments that I made last season, which is that pound for pound, Wolves were the 4th best team last season. So I stand by that statement based on what Espirito Santo had to play with and what he had to use. They were statistically speaking, they were the 4th best team last season, and I'm very impressed with what they did. Now, I believe that Wolves can do something. Okay, I really believe that Wolves can do something this upcoming campaign. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to win the Premier League title. That would be crazy.
You do say a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, no, I'll be like what everything I've said has been true and has come to be. So I don't know what you're smoking. So with regards to what I think Wolves can do, I think Wolves, their aim should be to try and get to try and get 4th. I said it. Because that should be their aim. Now, all because that's your aim doesn't mean that you will get there. You see, Arsenal, Tottenham, United, their aim really should be to win the Premier League title. Then obviously, if you fall a bit below that, then that's cool. But that should always be your aim. Yeah, I think the aim for Wolves, your pinnacle is get that 4th spot. You 3rd, 2nd, it's not going to happen. But aim for that 4th spot. And I believe that this Premier League season is so crazy. The Premier League is so crazy that because look, Tottenham, I think they're set. Chelsea, we don't know what's going to happen, but I'm still going to say 3rd. But it depends how, because look, if Chelsea and the Champions League semis, they may put their priority in the Champions League over the league. Can I land? Thank you. So if Chelsea are already in the Champions League semis, they may have to put all their focus in that Champions League. So I think with Chelsea focusing so much on Europe, that will then maybe make them slide domestically. So it will then give Wolves a chance to maybe get that last 4th spot. However, so, Nix, I will now send this to you right now. However, do you feel how well do you think Wolves because I feel that Wolves can get 4th. Damn right, I said it. I thought that they can get 4th. So how do you think they can
Chelsea
get?
ain't reaching the Champions League semis. Click that if you want.
I'm saying it. Chelsea are not reaching the Champions League semis. They'll do well.
Based on what? Can you see the picture?
Well, you talk about this rookie manager in Solskjaer. Well, your manager's never managed in the Premier League.
How many goals did Solskjaer score when he was a big player?
He scored the most important one, that Champions
How
League
many
winning goal.
goals? How many Gs?
It doesn't matter how
Last
many.
I checked, Lampard
It's
is the
the,
high scoring midfielder.
but Solskjaer's not a midfielder,
So case closed. I win.
Anyway,
Carry on.
he's a rookie manager, so we have to just temper expectations there. But Wolves have Europe to deal with as well. So you say their aim is the top 4. I would say for me that if I was the Nuno Espirito Santos, I'm like, let's cement 7th again, because our rivals. Listen. As much as we want to break into the top 6, we still got Everton. We still need to respect Everton and respect Leicester, who are not playing European football.
Maintain 7th.
We saw Burnley last year when they got 5th. I think they finished 7th. Played in the Europa League, nearly got relegated. It was only after December where they kind of got that, I don't know, that out their legs, that early season start, and then they pushed on and finished comfortably in the mid-table. Wolves have started their season already. So I'll be surprised with those Thursday night football if they push realistically for the top 6. I would say secure 7th, as in you are the 7th best team in the country, and try and progress in Europe. Because they're playing listen, this is a journey for them. A lot of these players, as talented as they haven't played in European competition, knockout competition. So it's a journey. It's something.
But you're disrespecting what they did. Come on.
No,
They
but
were sexy
but
last season.
7th.
They played sexy football last
But
season.
7th is not a bad. You're saying like 7th is a disrespect.
Did you hear what I just said? I said they were pound for pound the 4th best team.
Yeah,
in the Premier
pound for
League
pound, but they
last
still got
season.
less pounds. They didn't spend 80 million on anyone.
Money don't just.
No, but I'm saying so pound for pound they might be, but their pounds are lower than everyone else's. Not everyone else's. The top 6 anyway. But yeah, they've signed Cotrone and I think they've got a couple others. But I would say if they were to break into the top 6, that would be a fantastic season. Top 4, no chance. No chance.
Man, look. I personally think that you're just hating, man.
Listen,
I'd love if we met Wolves in the Europa League final and we beat them.
All right, so look, Everton right now. So for me, I always felt that the rap that Everton gave your boy Sam Allardyce was a bit harsh, because Allardyce did what he did, and also look, Allardyce, he makes money on the side. Chill, look, we all do. But I think that the football that Everton played last season, I felt was very, very good. And I think that Marco Silva is a very, very good coach with a very good offensive idea. And so coming into this, and Richarlison really impressed me. I was impressed with Richarlison, impressed with Davis, and I believe they sold Idris Gate to PSG, I believe. Yeah. So that's obviously a lot. But this is what really, really got me very well. Where I really raised up. I said, you know what? These guys just went ahead and they got your boy Moise Kean. That's a big move. Now, people will say he's a young kid, he's unproven. Okay, he may just be a flash in the pan. That is still a statement of Everton. Who knows? He could be a flop. He may not be great. But the fact of the matter is that this is a guy that was well talked about. And if you're that young, you've already G'd up for Italy, you G'd up for Juventus, and you're scoring winners, key clutch goals for Juventus, a big team, and you're entering into a senior squad and making such of an impact as a young person, I think you cannot sneeze at that. So I think that really Everton should aim for 4th as well. That should be their aim. It doesn't mean you'll get, but 100% Everton should really try and push both, should push United, Arsenal, Chelsea, and so forth for that 4th position, because I think for Everton, look, they have some really good, nice players. I don't know how much they're going to miss Idris Gate, but I'm very, very intrigued and excited of Moise Kean, because I think if Moise Kean comes, and let's say they play a double striker partnership of Moise Kean and Richarlison, or he moves Richarlison out wide and Moise Kean is now the main striker, I personally, for me, because I believe that Moise Kean could be what Balotelli failed to hope to be. I've always said this. Balotelli could have been the best striker of his generation, hands down. If
he wasn't setting off fireworks in his bathroom.
Yeah, true. Look, don't hate. We've all done it when we were young. But yes, you did. Everyone has. So don't hate. So I think that Moise Kean could be what Balotelli failed to be. I mean, but the thing is that Moise Kean doesn't have even half the talents that Balotelli had. But it's difficult to know how good Homeboy can be. But look, speaking in how well do you think Everton can do and all that kind of stuff?
Again, you just need to
Temper expectations, because Everton, they struggled at different times last season, and it's only at the end where I guess they got into the flow of what Marco Silva was trying to do, where their results picked up, resulting in them spanking us at Goodison Park 4-0. But again, Leicester is one of their rivals. Wolves is one of their rivals. For me, they should be. Yes, you can. Your lofty expectations might say fourth, but I think realistically, they need to be looking to try and get back at the seat of European football. So whether that's through an FA Cup or through finishing sixth, I think that's what they should be aiming for. These clubs, mid-table, I'm not saying Everton are like some of them that I'm going to name, but when you have mid-table around the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th to 13th position, where you got no chance of relegation, no chance of winning the Premier League, you need to be saying, all right, what can we win? Let's go for the FA Cup. Let's go for the League Cup. But you get these clubs who want to get one place higher in the Premier League for extra million, but the fans want trophies. You speak to Portsmouth fans, you speak to Wigan fans. They got relegated either the season they won it or the season after they won the FA Cup. But those fans never forget that. So Everton's been to Wembley a couple times in the last decade, probably about 3 times now in the last decade. And they keep losing at the final hurdle. Lost to Chelsea in the final, lost to Man United in the semis, and there may have been another one. I think they lost to Liverpool in the semis one year. I'm sure if you offer them top 6 or a FA Cup, they will take an FA Cup. Because they ain't won a trophy for must be about 20 years now. So I think those teams need to be saying, well, if the top 6 or the top 4 are going to be going in the Champions League, Europa League, trying to get into the top 4, we need to take advantage of where they are not the strongest. Well, even if it's a League Cup, go for that. So again, Everton for me, I think they can get top 6. It's possible because they're not in European football. But they should be aiming for the top 6 and FA Cup.
Let's just be real.
I'm being real. You're talking.
No. Wait. No. Okay, so wait. So are you just be very clear here? You're telling me that Everton cannot get top 4. Is that what you're trying? You're telling me that Everton with the young Italian starlet, a Copa America winner in Richarlison, and as we well know, United are sketchy. Tottenham have a flaw. So why can't they get to get top 4?
If Everton signed Zaha,
I'll start taking them more seriously. I'll say, whoa, they're ready. Because you're gonna have Zaha on one wing, Richarlison on the other, Moise Kean through the middle, Sigurdsson. They replaced what's his name, Idrissa Gueye, with some guy from Lens, Ivory Coast International, and they've got Andre Gomez full time, permanent deal. If they bought Zaha, I'll say top 6 is a reality. But they haven't got Zaha. They got Calvert-Lewin and Theo Walcott. They're not getting top 4. No chance at all.
I personally think that you're just hating. So let's look at the Champions League right now, because this is where it gets real right now. Let's just look at the Champions League right now. So the official list of favorites was released of the Champions League favorites, and this is the official list that's basically it's going to get released by UEFA like next week. So the official list is Juventus are number 1 favorites, Liverpool, Chelsea, Barcelona, Man City, and then PSG. So that's the official list. So I didn't make that list. And UEFA. No, look, the UEFA are going to release the list next week. They're going to release the list next week, next Friday. So people are getting on me. I didn't make this list. UEFA released the list, and I was shocked. I said, wait a minute, are you sure? Like, basically, because I know a guy in UEFA, and like we basically talk. And I told this, I said, UEFA, wait, are you sure Chelsea 10? And they said, look, we did the calculations, and Chelsea 10. So that's why I've been hyped, because through mathematical calculations, they said Chelsea are third favorites for the Champions League. So that's why I said semis minimum. That's why I said semis minimum. So as we well know, so as we well know, look, as we well know. So the fact about that, we like Chelsea, Liverpool, and Juventus are aiming to get this trophy, and Barcelona and PSG have to prove themselves. Which team? Because I've said Juventus are the favorites because Cristiano is going to keep scoring goals, and Cristiano wants that flipping CL. And easy there. Now, So my thinking is that I think that Liverpool are definitely going to be a threat. Despite them not buying any new players, I think that, if you're in a league, you do need new players, new reinforcements, unless you've got a Lionel Messi. But I think in a Champions League, as Real Madrid show it, you can still have the same 11, and if they're all fit, they can still go through with that same mentality and go through. So I think Liverpool have a strong chance of defending their title. I think Juventus, with the Sarri system, for Juventus, the question is how well will they fit in, how well will they get a hold of Sarri's system. That's the key thing. If it works really quickly for them, I think Juve will look sexy, because I think where Allegri failed, i.e. you're too scared, you're too conservative, I think they can ride through. So, and with regards to Chelsea, I just think that they can shock the world. I don't think they can shock the world. I think they're easily going to sell their groups. They're easily going to sell. They're easily going to sell through their groups. So I don't. It doesn't matter who they're in the groups. Being third favorites, I think basically Chelsea. I think basically hashtag the second seal. Hashtag this guy's second seal. I think it's going to happen, because I think Tammy Abraham could become top scorer in that seal, and I think Pulisic could be voted best player in that Champions League. So Chelsea are going to do it in Monaco, but where Monaco failed, Chelsea will succeed. So they become the youngest team ever to claim that CL. And when that happens, come back to this flipping channel and apologize. I want everybody, when Chelsea get to the semis, because remember, I said semis minimum. When they reach the semis, I want everybody to come back here and say you were right. Semis minimum, I'm not backing down. So, Nix, how do people stop the Chelsea onslaught, man? That's the key thing, man.
Listen, anyone out there, make sure you clip that. Clip it. Send it to me.
Clip it.
At Nix Sports.
It,
send it. I need it. Because when Chelsea get knocked out of their group and they're playing Man United in the last 16 of the Europa League, I need to bring that video back.
God forbid, you're mad.
But for me,
lie.
When it comes to the Champions League, I don't think you can't look past Liverpool, because I think the way that Klopp plays, and even when they didn't have the likes of Van Dijk and Alisson, the way they play suits the Champions League. It suits big team, big games, because they like teams that come onto them, so then they can have that space to run in behind. So I think Liverpool will definitely be a factor. Juventus, 100% will be a factor again.
What do you mean by a factor? Give me details.
No, I'm talking about, when I say factor, I'm going to name 4 teams. So those 4 teams, for me, are going to be my favourites for the semi-finals. So we're saying Liverpool, Juventus. I had Juventus actually favourites for last year, and they were cheated out by Ajax.
Wait. Actually, cheated out in what sense?
Ronaldo doesn't lose, so if he loses, then he must have been cheated. 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Messi didn't do that.
I think Modric gave him those, and Sergio Ramos as well.
No,
so
definitely Ronaldo.
What did you do with it in the 2018 final?
And then,
did he score?
And then.
Don't just end up in a final.
Yeah, I know. You start the season in the final. You have to get there, innit, Jay? You have to get there.
And also, maybe this is for a separate vid.
Probably
Wait. Let me put the mic back on me. This is for a separate vid right now. And
has Cristiano or Messi ever scored in a major final for their international teams? Speak on it. Wait, don't respond. This is just a question for the live show. Has Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi ever scored in a final for their international teams? Let us carry on with this lovely show that we call the Football Dugout. Carry on, please. Please,
as I was saying, Liverpool, Liverpool, Juventus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Man City.
If you if you say PSG, I'm gonna throw it out.
It depends. No, I'm gonna say
no,
Man City. They have to get to minimum semi-finals.
Okay, so
they haven't reached the semi-finals under Pep.
I know. So City, Juventus, and
Liverpool.
Who's the fourth one?
The fourth one is Neymar. So it depends where Neymar is. If Neymar's at Barca, then Barca get to the semis. If Neymar's at PSG, then PSG get to the semis.
Neymar always gets injured. So
listen, this is Neymar's year. Sorry, I don't even believe that. No, but in all honesty, for me, the fourth, because who's that fourth? It's not going to be Chelsea. Forget
Chelsea.
That. It's not. Forget it. It's not Chelsea. It's not Sancho. It's not. It's not Sane. He's going to be playing for Bayern maybe. And it's not.
Chelsea.
It's not
Why are you hating?
anyone else you're thinking about. Maybe if Man United were in there, then possibly. But
why are you hating?
I have to say Neymar. Wherever Neymar is, because we know we can't trust Messi. We can't trust Messi. Messi picks up the mic and start the season. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. No, but Neymar don't speak. Neymar just turns around a 4-0 deficit against PSG.
Wait.
Messi. You forget Sancho. Maybe if Dortmund bought Harry Kane, then maybe they can do it. But listen, Messi picks up the mic. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it this year, and I don't regret what I said last year. And then you go to Anfield and lose 4-0. I can't take Messi seriously. So I name my 4, and between one of those 4, that's my favourites for the Champions League.
Wait. Okay, look. I think we have to be
real here, because look, that Messi slander I think is a bit harsh. I'm one of the guys that is very hard on Messi. Messi individually was arguably the best player in the world last season. As an individual, for what he did for Barcelona.
Van Dijk.
Bro, how many La Liga games did you watch?
Van Dijk.
How many? No. We know that you're a Premier League merchant and you don't watch La Liga
Van
games.
Dijk.
How many? If you watch the La Liga games and the Champions League games, Messi was literally a one-man army, because any people that watch those games, the cannibal was useless. Was useless. Van Dijk has the benefits of a great team around him.
Every time Messi didn't play for Barca, they struggled. As soon as he came off the bench, he usually scored, get assists, or probably both. I know how much they depend on him. But just because they so dependent on him, that says more about Barca than it does Messi. Because if Barca can't win those games in the Liga without Messi, then you have to question the likes of Suarez, and Busquets and Rakitic, etc. Coutinho. Messi's a great player, of course.
No.
But last season, and I'm just a Man United fan saying it. Last season, Van Dijk. It's just what it is.
Basically,
It is what it is.
all I'm saying here is this. This is what I'm saying.
We're in 2020 now. 2019's finished. Van Dijk was the best player in 2019.
Let me reiterate my point again. If Van Dijk wins the Ballon d'Or, I have no issues with it, because I think Van Dijk was definitely one of the best players last season.
He was the best.
But let me reiterate my point. People are sleeping on what Messi did as an individual last season. And let me go back to this your Champions League point. He did a lot.
What?
He did a lot.
Tell us.
He individually was guiding that team to win. He was winning team single-handedly. He was winning games single-handedly for Barcelona.
Yeah,
how much can you do if you've got
It's nothing new. He's been doing that for.
Bro, even more so than this. Ask Barca fans. But basically, my point is this: Knicks put Chelsea in that year.
I'm not doing that. Let's get some questions from the viewers, man. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing.
No. Before we take questions from the viewers, give me a logical reason why you don't want to put Chelsea as one of the favorites. It has to be a clear, logical, statistical reason that makes sense. Then we will go to the questions. But give me a reason that I can accept why you don't want to say Chelsea semis minimum.
Lampard is a rookie manager. That's the first. There's no Hazard. And we saw how dependent they were. We want to talk about how dependent Barcelona and Messi. We saw how dependent Chelsea were on Hazard.
Hazard's gone, and you haven't been able to replace it. Okay, you got Pulisic, but let's be honest, you haven't replaced him, because Pulisic is no Hazard, no matter how much you want to hype him up. And then you got no striker. Now, don't tell me about Olivier Giroud. No, he's not even. Is Giroud still there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got Giroud, Batshuayi, and Tammy Abraham. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Who knew of Mbappe, Bernardo Silva, and Fabinho back in 2016, 2017?
But we know of these guys, and I'm telling you, they're not that. I know who Giroud is. I know who Batshuayi is.
Do you know who Tammy Abraham is?
I do know who Tammy Abraham is. A penalty merchant.
No, you don't.
Tammy Abraham is a penalty merchant and a tapping merchant. You want to talk about Penaldo and Tapinaldo?
Yeah, he's a tapping merchant.
That's what Tammy Abraham is.
A tapping merchant that can't score a goal in an international final. No, carry on.
And then you got an aging what do you call it? Willinedro. Is that what you call them?
Yeah. Pedri and Willinedro.
So they're aging.
Yeah, we've got questions.
You bought 40 million. You paid 40 million for Kovacic. Barkley's out. Hudson-Odoi's out.
Knicks.
Listen.
You still haven't made
wait, how much more do you want? Your defense is still relying on an aging Aspilicueta and Alonso who can't defend for months of Sundays.
You just hate it. This is completely.
And you sold your best defender in Gary Cahill.
Okay, look. Seeing as after 3,000 minutes,
failed to make a clear point. It seems as if Knicks has finally come around and accepted that Chelsea will make the semi. So Knicks, thank you. That took a long time. So guys, with the last 5-6 minutes of the show, send in your questions right now. Send in your questions right now, and our dear friend Mr. Jadon will pick out the best questions. Any questions relating to Hazard being overweight will not be answered. So, Jadon, any Hazard questions? Don't get any. Oh yeah. Sorry, no, guys, chill with the echo. I know there's echo, man, real. So,
Can I just say,
let me repeat myself. Knicks.
You've got some fans here saying, obviously, a lot of them know that you're deluded, that's fine. But some of them are like, we need this Stefan Muradali.
Yeah.
HH, we need this Knicks guy off the show. I'm the only one talking sense here. What the hell? What the hell?
Look, Knicks will remain on the show because I need to expose him consistently every single week. So I need him for exposure season. So please send in your questions, and any questions relating to Hazard being overweight will not be answered. I'm not answering any Hazard. Okay, Javen. If it's about Hazard, I'm not. If it's about Hazard being overweight, I'm not answering it.
So the first question is top 4 predictions for the Premier League.
Okay, so I'll go first, and then I'll give it to the Knicks. Man City first, second Tottenham, third Chelsea, fourth Arsenal, fifth Wolves, sixth Man United, seventh Everton. I will then. Oh, Liverpool! Oh, sorry. Okay. Let me rewind. Guys, chill. Liverpool fans, chill. Look. Replace that dislike with a like. Chill. Look. I've been drinking a bit this morning. Chill, relax, chill. First, Man City. Second. The team who'll be second is going to be Tottenham. Third, Chelsea. Fourth, Liverpool. Fifth, Wolves. Sixth, Man United. Seventh, Arsenal. Eighth, Everton. So that's what we're going to be rolling with in here. And because guys, I've thought so. Nick, let me hand it over to you. Who do you believe that's going to happen?
People are saying that I should get on
On the show. This is the delusion you're listening to. Sorry.
Knicks, can you please just give your top 4 predictions? Actually, make it over to 6. Let's 6.
Man City first, Liverpool second, Spurs.
Okay, why are you assuming Liverpool will come second?
I'm predicting. What the hell? Man City third, Liverpool second, Spurs third, Man United fourth, Chelsea fifth, and Arsenal sixth.
With Chelsea 5th?
Yeah, 5. Comes after 4.
Based you.
I'm not. Listen, answer the question. Jabez, can we have another question, please?
Maybe there's.
I still want about.
Maybe there's what's in your ears. I said Chelsea are Champions League favourites.
Next question.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Time must move on. Why is Hazard overweight?
Who ate all the pies?
No. We have to answer that question. The audience has spoken.
Okay.
Why is Hazard overweight?
Let me say.
Why is he overweight?
Okay. First of all.
No, straight to the point.
Okay, no. I'm getting to the point.
No. Just say the point.
Okay, the point.
Just land.
What is this? What is it?
Just be landed, ground.
Anybody who individually guided a team to European trophy should be afforded the luxury of eating cheeseburgers. Last I checked, has the La Liga season started? No, it's not started. So the rules of football states, if you single-handedly lead a team to a European trophy, and you're seen as a top 3 player in the world, you're allowed to have cheeseburgers. You're allowed to have that extra Happy Meal. So all of you people fat shaming Hazard, everybody has been fat before, everybody has been overweight before. You insulting Hazard, you're insulting your mom and your aunt and all of those overweight people that you have in your family as well. Fat shaming is a crime. Fat shaming is wrong. And last I checked, what Zad did, you guys should slap yourselves in the face because you are disrespecting a top 3 player, stroke top 2. So you opening your rotten, stinking mouth, fat fat shaming a dude called Hazard shows how pathetic and useless you dudes are. You're talking to a guy who could arguably sleepwalk a flipping Ballon d'Or. So next time you try and insult a guy for having specific eating habits, you should rethink and recheck that. Wait a minute. Have any of you won a European trophy before? How many goals have you guys scored in a European trophy final? I believe none. How many of you have guided the team to a European trophy? I believe that this guy had double digits in assists and goals last season, but you open your useless mouths, you people who've done nothing in your lives to try and fetch him a dude. If, I swear to you guys, if Hazard guides Real Madrid to a CL win, don't you even dare apologize to me. If Zad guides them with that loser called Bayern Benzema and that no-name Jovic to even a single trophy, I am putting Zad ahead of Cristiano and Messi. Zad would have officially surpassed Messi and Cristiano if he guides them to a trophy with flipping Benzema and Jovic. Let me hand it over to this dude over here now.
Useless. Trying to talk about flipping Hazard man. What kind
of rant was that?
Hazard man, like what the hell did they have it though?
Is that?
Who gives the right to insult this man and go at Hazard man?
I ain't gonna go in it because I'm trying to get out of here safe and sound. I ain't gonna say too much, and I'm trying to get out of here safely. All I'm gonna say is the season in Spain starts in the end of September, end of August. So I'll give him a few weeks, but he needs to lose that weight in it. That's what I'm gonna say in it. We can move on. I ain't saying no more.
Okay, do we have any other questions then?
So we've got a super chat.
Oh, wow.
When Liverpool trash Chelsea, HH, you need to make a 1 hour apology.
Okay, let me be fully clear right now. Let me be, because Ogopa, thank you very much for that super chat, Ogopa. Let me now be fully clear here. If Liverpool, I said this on Twitter, and I'm going to repeat this right now. If Liverpool lose to Chelsea, they should give back all of their Champions League medals back to UEFA, because Liverpool have no right to lose to a team without Zad and with a young team that all of you people have been joking. All I'm saying is August 14th, just wait and see, because Chelsea are the underdogs. Chelsea should have no rights. But trust me, that Liverpool team that I saw there, Pulisic could have a field day. Pulisic could drop 3 Gs. Pulisic could drop 3 Gs. When Pulisic dances through Van Dijk's legs with his American skills, so Ogopa, be very worried, because Ogopa, if Chelsea lubricates your boys, I want you to apologize to me, personally, voice notes, and send me a handwritten apology.
Sorry,
if Chelsea, listen, let me end my rant, man, please. If Chelsea lubricates your Liverpool team, because by the way, you're not actually the real Champions League winners. Because did you beat Chelsea? Oh, no, you didn't actually beat Chelsea in 2005 because that was a ghost goal. So that 05 trophy doesn't mean anything. Also, this trophy, basically, I can't recognize you as real Champions League winners because you never beat Chelsea. Because you didn't beat Chelsea, so you don't go through. So, Ogopa, let me say this right now. Ogopa, you have to come on this live show. If Chelsea lubricates Liverpool, the Champions League winners, 97 points, without Hazard, that would be embarrassing, and Liverpool have to give back those Champions League medals back to UEFA. All right, let me hand over to you, boy. Right?
Your moderator, Natural Opinion, says, "What's the shame
in losing to the third Champions League favourites?" Because you're saying that how Chelsea are third Champions League favourites, and I think it's a shame in Liverpool. You're not consistent.
Okay.
You don't believe what you're even saying. Because Chelsea ain't third Champions League favourites.
Yes, they are.
So why is it a shame for Liverpool to lose?
No. But based on what Liverpool based on what Liverpool fans have been saying towards me, and their hate towards me.
Good.
Last question. Why does PK have more goals than your GOAT R9? HH?
Wait. Say again.
Why does PK have more Champions League goals than your GOAT R9?
What's the next question? After that?
No. That's the last question.
What?
That is the question.
The question is what? Say the question slowly. Why does
PK, Gerard PK, the defender for Barcelona, have more Champions League goals than Ronaldo, not Cristiano.
Okay.
You know, R9.
Alright, okay. Can I respond to that? Can I respond? Can I respond?
Go ahead.
How many World Cup goals does PK have?
Okay.
Has
We're
has
gonna
PK
move the post. We're gonna move the post
No.
now. It's always scored in the final. Scored in the final.
Wait.
Now,
So
scored in the
basically,
World Cup.
because
Moving up the post.
my thing about this is that it's based on value. Ronaldo's World Cup goals, especially the World Cup goals based on the final, are of more value than PK's goals. And also, by the way, that stat is wrong. By the way, PK doesn't have more Champions League World Cup. Champions League, he doesn't. Yeah. Oh, so it's a lie. Yeah, there you go. What the hell? Are you crazy? Hell no. PK does not have more Champions League goals than Ronaldo. Hell no. And if you release that stat, it's wrong. Hell, are you mad? PK, a defender? Hell no. Over my dad, no way.
Let me say, because I'm not I'm a massive
Ronaldo fan, of course, but I don't, I'm not like HH when it comes to him. HH don't think R9 can do no wrong or has done no wrong. I'm a bit more realistic. However,
Can he be World
stop
Cup scorer?
talking. I'm talking.
Can he be World Cup scorer?
Stop talking. I'm going to finish. I'm going to say it again.
After an season ending.
I
injury.
don't believe Ronaldo can do no wrong like have hope. However, no Ronaldo slander is welcome because he is one of the greatest players of all time.
Wait, who the real Ronaldo?
There's only one Ronaldo.
Oh,
the other one's Cristiano Ronaldo. We're talking about R9.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yes.
Hey, see, yeah.
But he can do wrong. I didn't say he's the greatest ever, but he's one of the greatest ever. So slander like that is not welcome. And I think we need to ban that guy from the channel for such slander. Whoever said that question.
What about
about PK.
No. Like no. It's like why would you even? I mean, why would you? And also, it's a lie, by the way. If it's true, it's a lie. I'm going to say a lie right now. So,
Any final questions? Any other interesting questions? And then before we go, maybe take maybe two more questions, and then we can then round off this stream. And two more questions, and then we go, man. But look, man, guys are just being haters, man. Guys are being haters. I believe.
one question.
Wait, so by the way, yeah. So Nick, so Sunday, you're free. So yeah, Sunday we will be doing a live chat. United against Chelsea. Me and Nix are going to be doing a live watch along. Me and Nix are going to. Are you ready for a lubrication at Old Trafford, man?
Let me just check. I'm gonna check your pinned tweet quickly, to see exactly what you're gonna get. So let's see. 3 goals is a lubrication.
Yep.
4 is a circumcision. 5 is a baptism. 6 is a sacrifice. 7 exploitation. 8 persecution. 9 resurrection. And 10 reincarnation. I'm gonna be honest with you. If we don't sacrifice Chelsea,
Excuse me?
I'm gonna be disappointed.
What? Did you just say a sacrifice?
If we don't sacrifice Chelsea, I'm going to be disappointed.
based on what? With who? With whom?
Jerry Maguire.
Rashford?
Jerry Maguire.
The English Mbappe, Rashford.
Jerry Maguire. Dan James. And Paulo Dybala.
Dan James. Oh, fuck, man. You are literally 100% smoking crack, man.
So do we have any questions? Before we...
Can Atletico win the league?
João Felix is... No. For me, I don't believe that he can. So basically, we'll make this the last question.
This is the last one.
Yeah, so I will still... I think that the league is between Barcelona and Atletico. I think Atletico will get second. I think Barcelona will win the league, personally. Your thoughts? Atletico, can they win the league?
No, but I do think they can finish second. I do think they can, because Real Madrid, I just don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I really don't know what's going on there.
Without Pogba, they
Yeah, but they didn't have Pogba for the last 4 years. They won 3 Champions Leagues, so it's not like they had. No, I understand that, but it's not like they had Pogba and they lost him. Why can they not find another way? They're supposed to be going in for Van der Beek, however you pronounce his name. He's no Pogba, of course, but it's like 50 odd million they're spending. He's a good player, good
Pogba,
midfielder.
De Bruyne, Karen.
But I think they're a bit top heavy. I think a lot of their strength.
Benzema is just heavy. he's the heavy man.
Oh, now you want to fat shame.
I wasn't fact shaming, I just said he's heavy.
But you got Hazard, you've got Jovic. Obviously, Asensio's out, but they still got Isco. They've got they got Bale. I don't know how much he's going to be used. But their defense, I guess they got Varane. Ramos is getting older. I rate Marcelo, but he's not as good as he once was. He's not, but I do rate him. Carvajal has he ever been that guy? He's a good defender. I just think, I don't know, they look unbalanced. And I think Atletico, for me, I know they've made a few transfers this summer, but Simeone runs a tight ship. He runs a well-oiled machine. Whoever they sell and whoever they buy, they just slip seamlessly into the conveyor belt that is Atletico. So I think second place for them would be a realistic target.
Okay. Well, guys, that has been
A rather eventful thingy. Some lies were spouted, mostly from that angle and that angle over here. Both angles spotted lies. This angle posted the truth. So remember, guys, like the vid, share the vid. What? Discord. Remember, join that Discord, man. You know, we've got, you know, the link is in there. Join Discord where we can have much more of these conversations. Any Zad haters are not welcome on the Discord. If you're a Zad hater or a Ronaldo hater, I don't want you on that Discord. Get the heck off this flipping channel, pricks. So thank you very much for everything, and we will obviously see you again. And you know, much thanks to my controversial co-host that needs to learn more about football. Obviously,
I know everything I need to know.
Yeah, whatever. Guys, peace out, stay true, and remember, most of all, stay black. Pogba is better than De Bruyne.